Hello YouTube! Welcome to another glorious edition of DMX for Dummies. Today we'll be talking about scenes and chases. Let me quickly recap what we learned in the last video. The DMX signal contains 512 values, and each one of these values is a number between 0 and 255. And you create that signal within your software or your physical DMX controller, and you transmit it to your fixtures. And your fixtures, depending on what address they are set to, they listen to a certain range, and depending on how many channels your fixture has, it will determine the functionality. If that was too fast, there's a description and the link below, and you can review that before proceeding forward. So basically, a scene is a snapshot of the 512 DMX values. And so in this example, I have 16 LED bars, and this scene is having them all be blue. Now a chase is a sequence of scenes, and as you can see here, I have all my bars blue, all the bars green, and all the bars purple. And so I play these in order, and this becomes a chase. And to make it even more interesting, you can start working on the transitions between scene to scene, but we'll go over that a little bit later. In this view here, I have a bunch of faders, and each one of these faders represents one DMX channel. So I have 16 bars over here, and they're each 10 channels. So that means I have 160 faders here to manage to be able to manipulate my lights here. So I could manually control it. So this is the dimmer for the first LED part. Notice how it goes down. And this is the fader for the second LED part. And notice how that goes down. And so on and so forth. And so that is a lot of manual manipulation. So that's where scenes become crucial. So in this view here, I have different scenes that I have configured. And so notice that there are 16 tabs here. Each one of these tabs represents the values for one of these lights. So I can, beforehand, I can go ahead and configure these scenes, and then with the click of a button, it will change them. Notice that the value here is being changed every time I change scenes. So I can have green, I can have red, I can have white, and I can change these. And then when I try to create a chase, then I can play these in order, but I'll go over that in a second. So these are a little bit boring because everything is doing the same, and there's not a big need to have these on 16 channels. I can have them all assigned on the same channel and accomplish the same thing. So you can have mixed scenes where it gets a little bit more interesting. And here I have checkers, so the first one is white, and then red, and so on and so forth. And then on this next scene, I have it alternated with red and white instead of white and red, and you will see that's be important when we go over chases. I chose red and white because those are my school colors. Go Utes! And then not only can we create scenes with colors, but we can also do with intensities, turning lights on and off, and that also creates some pretty cool animations. So here I have some different columns. So I have a blue column on this first one. Then on this second scene, I have the second column be purple. Then I have the third column be red, this scene, and then the last scene, I have the fourth column be green. So it creates a little animation loop, and I'll show that when I show chase. Static scenes are interesting and useful all by themselves, but when you sequence them together, it creates a chase. So here I have this color change chase where it changes the color every beat. And these are the different static scenes that I configured earlier. So when I press play, it will play them in order. And another chase is the checkers. So this is a really simple one, it only has 2 scenes, but it creates this cool alternating effect. And then we have this intensity one where it highlighted each column and it changed the color. So when I play this in order, it creates something like this. It creates almost an animation. And so then the last chase I want to show you and introduce a new concept to you at the same time is this gradual color chase. So notice that these are almost exactly the same, except this one has a fade in and fade out time. So that way that the two different scenes kind of overlap into each other. And in this case, it creates this rainbow effect. And this is a really popular one that I like for slow songs. Now that is all I have to share about scenes and chases. Now you guys are ready to create your own awesome scenes and chases. So if you found this video helpful, please smash like and subscribe so that you can get notifications for when the next DMX for Dummies video comes out. So until next time, have a good day.